What are the highest rated neighborhoods in Vancouver, Washington? I'm letting you in on that secret today. Hey, welcome back to the Living in Vancouver and Camas, Washington YouTube channel. I'm your host, Hannah Dubyne, and boy am I excited that you're here today because I'm going over 7 of the most highly rated neighborhoods, specific subdivisions here in Vancouver, Washington. By the way, if you are new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you're thinking about moving to the area, we'd love to serve you at Dubyne Realty Group. Text us, email us, DM us on Instagram, and make sure you sign up for our Weekend Happenings local events email. On with that, today we're going over top 7 neighborhoods in Vancouver. How am I supposed to pick only 7 though out of all of Vancouver? I'm not saying that these are the only 7 that are great. These are 7 that just come to mind that a lot of people know by name. And if you're familiar with this area, you know that there are tons of subdivisions here, tons of neighborhoods. We don't have a lot of mega huge neighborhoods like places such as Arizona or Texas or maybe Florida. We have neighborhoods more of 50 homes to 300 homes. And so it can be harder to find this information. So that's why I wanted to bring it to you today. These neighborhoods are going to be a variety of prices and they're all single family homes. Let's go. First neighborhood on my list is First Place. That's fitting of me to say that one first. First Place is a very well-known neighborhood here in East Vancouver, and it's beautiful. It was built in the early 2000s. It's very picturesque. I do have a neighborhood driving tour up of First Place. So if you're interested in this neighborhood, you should just go check out that video. I drive around the whole thing and talk about it. It's a really nice neighborhood. It's got mature trees now. It's got a cute little park, and people just love to live there. People have taken really great care of their homes, and the curb appeal in here is really wonderful. Second neighborhood on my list is Ashley Heights. Ashley Heights is located in Philida, which is in the very northwest corner. It's almost at the tippy top. It is kind of tucked away by itself, but it is a wonderful neighborhood. It is a 90s and 2000s neighborhood. I do have a driving tour up of Ashley Heights too, so you go check that out if you're interested. It's got a beautiful park and people just love living there. It's a place where people raise families. It's a place where people are empty nesters now that it's been around for about 30 years. One thing I'll say about Ashley Heights is a lot of these homes are very large and they're beginning to look very outdated if they don't have any updates to them. So if they're all original, I'm thinking like the mind of a home seller, right? They might sit on the market for a little bit because it needs a full gut for, $200,000 to bring it up to modern standards. But it's a very nice neighborhood. People take care of their homes. People know each other. And if you're looking for a more high-end home, there is actually a part in the neighborhood that's gated in here as well. Next neighborhood on my list is Herzog Farms. Herzog Farms is also in Philida, and I really like this neighborhood a lot. It is a newer neighborhood, built within the last 10 years, and it's pretty flat. It can be difficult to find flat homes, especially in Camas, and a little bit in East Vancouver too, where I sell a lot of homes and help a lot of clients. But Herzog Farms, pretty flat. Lennar built a lot of this neighborhood. Lennar is not my favorite builder in the world, but I do like the builds they did in this neighborhood. And they did a lot of their next generation unit, is what they call it. It basically has a mother-in-law suite attached to the home. So if you have parents, friends, cousins, whatever that you want them to live with you, but not in your space, it's really nice because you're connected but separate. So whenever those homes come up for resale in that neighborhood, they sell so quickly. Very convenient location. It's close to the cute little shops like Herzog Farms and the things up and down Lakeshore Ave that you enjoy in Philida. Fourth neighborhood on my list is Maple Crest. Maple Crest is another 90s and early 2000s neighborhood, and Maple Crest is probably the most affordable neighborhood on my list today. As I'm filming this in late 2023, prices in Maple Crest are about $600,000 to $800,000. These are more average size single family homes. They are, 2,000, well, I guess they could be less than 2,000. They're like 1,800 to maybe at the very maximum 3,000 square feet. But this neighborhood just boasts such a good reputation. It's got beautiful trees everywhere. It has a park in the center. I love how they just designed the roads. I will put a picture of the map here and you can see how the neighborhood is laid out. They don't make neighborhoods like this anymore because it just doesn't make as much sense. Another great thing about Maple Crest that always draws people there is the walking trails. It can be very difficult to find a neighborhood that has walking trails directly in it, but Maple Crest is one of those neighborhoods, and it has a small HOA to take care of it, but it's so worth it. Let's talk about Bella Vista Loop. Bella Vista Loop, I don't think is technically considered its own neighborhood. It's actually just a street in the Bella Vista area of Cascade Park, which is in East Vancouver. Sorry, I'm like 3 layers deep in neighborhoods now. But Bella Vista Loop is literally just a loop. I'll put a picture up on the map again here. And there are only 19 homes in this loop, but it's pretty well known. If you say you live in Bella Vista Loop, people are like, oh, whoa. These were very nice homes, built, 80s and 90s. We've got brick homes in there. I think there's a couple Tudors in there. They're all pretty large homes, and one thing that makes them huge standouts is they're on large lots, like 1/3 of an acre to, I think some of them are pretty close to about 1/2 an acre as well. It is extremely difficult to find a proper subdivision neighborhood where you have neighbors, right? You're not out in the boonies, where you get 1/3 of an acre or more. We just don't have enough land here to make that a reality on a regular basis, but these homes have it. Since there are only 19 homes on Bella Vista Loop, the homes here very rarely sell. They're family-sized homes, so you gotta imagine people are moving there to live there for a while with their kids, with their family. But when they do come up for sale, if they are priced right, they sell very quickly. Next neighborhood on my list is Moongate. Moongate is also located up in 𝐶𝐿IDA. If you haven't figured it out already, 𝐶𝐿IDA is a nice area to live in the northwest corner of Vancouver. Moongate it's a funny shape. I'll put it up in the map. It's kind of like a little elbow. It's really just one street neighborhood, so it's very small. But this was the Parade of Homes neighborhood in 2008 and in 2011. So it has some really unique and beautiful homes on it. I love the landscaping now in Moongate, now that it's grown out. There's beautiful trees. There's a couple moderns in there, but back in 2008 and 2011, the style was a little different. It's a little bit more formal and stately style, but it's absolutely beautiful. Really like the homes in here. They do resale well. 𝐶𝐿IDA is a wonderful area to live. You're gonna be close to parks. I think the one thing I'd say, which people know if you're living in 𝐶𝐿IDA, is that the train tracks are gonna be down below the hill from you, like the Amtrak, which goes up north. So you will, on occasion, hear the train tracks. Last neighborhood on my list today for best neighborhoods in Vancouver is Ashbury. Ashbury is actually a brand new neighborhood, so you might be saying, Hannah, how can you add it to the list of best, most known neighborhoods in Vancouver? I'm just gonna do a little predicting here. This is actually the 2023 Parade of Homes neighborhood, and as of me filming this, the 2023 Parade of Homes hasn't happened yet. It'll happen in about a month, but I'm super excited for it. I've enjoyed seeing the development of this neighborhood over the last year. It is one of the last nice neighborhoods, new neighborhoods there's gonna be in 𝐶𝐿IDA, because 𝐶𝐿IDA frankly has ran out of land. Part of this neighborhood backs the Foley neighborhood park, and it does have an orchard in it, which is pretty cool. It's a nice thing to look out of your back window at. And like many other Parade of Homes neighborhoods in the last couple of years, it's gonna be a very modern neighborhood. I should make a vlog at the Parade of Homes and show you guys what everything looks like, because it's gonna be pretty cool. Prices in there are honestly $2 million and above. Not sure what the high end is gonna go up to, because I just don't know what people are building. They are about 1/4 acre lots, but they're gonna fill them full. So it's not gonna look huge because the homes are gonna take up the entire lot, but they're gonna be big, they're gonna be in 𝐶𝐿IDA, they're gonna go to those 𝐶𝐿IDA schools, which are wonderful, and it's gonna be one of the last brand new neighborhoods you can live in 𝐶𝐿IDA. As for builders in 𝐶𝐿IDA, Kingston Homes is really championing the cause in Ashbury. I believe they were the ones to find the land, so they have most of the lots right now. They sold some of the lots to different builders for the parade, but we've got really Cascade West and Kingston Homes that are going to be building the rest of the homes in there. There are still some available, so if you're interested in that, let me know. I'd love to get you more information. I love working with both Kingston and Cascade West. Okay, those are my 7 highly rated neighborhoods here in Vancouver. If you live in a neighborhood that didn't make the list, or you were thinking of a different one that you thought would be on the list, Honestly, there's a lot more than just 7 great neighborhoods in Vancouver. These are just some standout ones that come to mind that a lot of people know about and that would be great places for you to live. If you're thinking about moving to or within Clark County, Washington, myself and my team at Dubyne Realty Group, we'd love to be of service to you. You should text us, you should DM us on Instagram, you should email us, and we will look forward to seeing you next week.